Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Badgers will boot it away to start the game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. this wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got a little space. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Going to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Flanagan. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The screen, he's got wheels. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable foot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Badgers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Listen to this plays. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Back to pass. It's Flanagan. He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, the ground game. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Magoo. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right down the middle. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets open down the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. Off the boot, looking for his man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Magoo. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it... trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Snagged in the middle. It's Dobbs. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Caught near the sticks. It's Morton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Notre Dame right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Trying play action. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead is down to a field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a man. It's Magoo. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Going to the ground. Slithers into space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put together a pretty good drive, but this 8th play brings up a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Magoo. Caught over the middle. It's Gage. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The idea is keep moving it forward, able to spit it out quickly to the tight end and get a few.
And the idea on defense is to tackle the catch. Don't give them any yards after they make the reception. Nice job.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badger! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the give off the left side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To throw, it's Flanagan. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 17 to Houston. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Finds a man on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a man. It's Magoo. Snagged out of the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Badgers! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can...
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Hauls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. To the air, it's Flanagan. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old duel down from victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.